Hello, everyone. Today's topic is not about winning arguments. It is not about proving someone wrong. It is about staying calm and protecting your peace when you are around toxic people. Many English learners ask us why some people never seem affected by negativity. They stay calm, they stay balanced, and somehow toxic people lose power around them.
Yes, and this is interesting because those calm people are not louder, stronger, or more aggressive. They do not argue more, they do not explain themselves again and again. They simply carry a certain inner strength, and toxic people feel that. They sense it without words. That is why today's topic matters not only for your life, but also for how you understand people and situations in English.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that some people try to control others by using emotions? They may use anger, guilt, fear, or confusion. Their goal is not always clear, but the result is the same. You feel tired. You feel small. You feel unsettled. But there are people who do not fall into this trap. Toxic behavior stops working around them.
And that does not happen by accident. It happens because of certain behaviors. These behaviors are silent. They are not dramatic. They are not rude. They are internal habits. And the good news is they can be learned, step by step, slowly, especially if you are learning English and also learning how to express yourself with confidence.
In this episode, we will explore 8 quiet behaviors that help you stay calm and strong around toxic people. These behaviors protect your energy, they protect your emotions, and they change how people treat you over time. You do not need to fight, you do not need to defend yourself all the time. Your presence becomes enough.
For ESL learners, this is also a great way to learn English because we will repeat ideas, use clear sentence structures, and explain meanings carefully. When we repeat ideas, it helps your brain understand both the language and the message. So if you hear something more than once, that is on purpose.
One important thing to remember is this. These behaviors are not about controlling other people. They are about controlling yourself. When you control your reactions, your words, and your choices, you take your power back. Toxic people often depend on emotional reactions. When those reactions are gone, their influence becomes weaker.
And this is why calmness is not weakness. Many learners think calm means silent or passive, but calm actually means clear. It means steady. It means you are not pushed easily. When you stay calm, you can think better. You can choose better words. You can decide what matters and what does not.
As we go through each behavior, we want you to listen slowly. Do not rush. Try to understand the meaning, not just the words. Think about how these ideas connect to your own life. You do not need to change everything today. Small awareness is enough to start.
And remember, this is a safe space to learn. Language learning and personal growth often go together. When you feel calmer inside, your English also becomes calmer and clearer. So let's begin this journey together and take it one step at a time.
Let's begin with the first quiet behavior, and this one is very powerful. You do not react emotionally. This sounds simple, but it is not easy. Toxic people often depend on emotional reactions. They look for anger on your face. They listen for pain in your voice. When they see or hear these reactions, they feel successful.
Yes, because your reaction becomes their reward. When someone says something hurtful and you react immediately, they feel like they have control. They feel important. They feel like their words have power over you. That is why some people repeat the same behavior again and again. They are checking if they still affect you.
When you stop reacting emotionally, something changes. If someone expects anger and you respond with calm, they feel confused. If they expect a long argument and you respond with silence, they feel unsure. Calmness breaks their pattern. And this does not mean you have no feelings. It means you manage your feelings.
For English learners, think of it like this. You pause before you speak. You breathe. You choose your words instead of letting emotions choose for you. This is emotional discipline. It is the ability to stop and think before reacting, and this skill protects your peace.
Emotional discipline also means understanding that not every comment needs an answer. Not every opinion deserves your energy. Some words are not worth carrying in your mind. When you learn this, you stop wasting energy on people who only want attention or control.
And calm people are difficult to manipulate. They listen, they observe, they do not rush. Toxic people often want fast reactions because fast reactions create mistakes. Calm people slow everything down, and when things slow down, manipulation becomes harder.
Over time, people notice this. They see that you are not easily shaken. They treat you with more respect. And toxic people often step back, not because you fought them, but because they no longer get what they want from you.
This is quiet strength. You are not loud, you are not aggressive, you are simply steady, and that steadiness changes how people behave around you.
Now I want to ask you something. Think honestly. When someone tries to provoke you, do you usually react quickly or do you pause first? Share your answer in the comments section and tell us why.
That reflection matters because awareness is the first step to change. Once you notice your reaction patterns, you can begin to adjust them.
Let's move to the second behavior. You speak less, but you say more. Toxic people often talk too much. They explain too much. They argue too much. Their words are loud and endless because they want attention and control.
Strong people are different. They understand that words have value. They do not waste them. They speak when there is meaning. When you talk less, people start to listen more carefully. Silence creates space, and in that space, your words become heavier.
Speaking less also means you stop explaining yourself all the time. You do not need to justify every choice. You do not need to share every thought. When you reduce unnecessary talking, you protect your inner world.
This is very important for ESL learners. You may feel pressure to explain more because you are using another language, but clarity is more important than quantity. Simple, calm sentences are often stronger than long explanations.
When you stop oversharing, you also reduce risk. Toxic people often use personal information as a tool. The more they know about your fears or weaknesses, the easier it is for them to hurt you. Privacy is not hiding. Privacy is wisdom.
Silence also creates mystery, and mystery creates respect. People become curious. They observe you more. Toxic people feel uncomfortable because they cannot read you easily, and what they cannot read, they cannot control. You do not need to announce your plans. You do not need to explain your growth. Let your actions speak over time. Results communicate better than words.
When your words are few but meaningful, they stay with people longer. This is how speaking less becomes a form of strength, not weakness.
Let's continue with the third quiet behavior, and this one can change your life if you practice it. You learn how to walk away without drama. Many people think strength means staying and fighting. They think leaving means losing. But calm walking away is often a sign of deep inner strength.
Toxic people usually expect noise. They expect long explanations. They expect emotional reactions. When they do not get these things, they feel unsettled. They are prepared for arguments, not for calm distance.
Walking away without drama means you make a clear decision inside yourself. You do not shout. You do not create a scene. You do not try to make the other person understand everything. You simply decide that this situation is no longer healthy for you.
For English learners, think of this as choosing peace over proving a point. You may want to explain yourself. You may want to be understood. But some people do not want understanding. They want control. And explaining more only gives them more chances to twist your words.
When you walk away calmly, you take your power back. You are not escaping. You are choosing yourself. You are choosing emotional safety. This shows self-respect. It also shows maturity because you understand that not every conversation leads to growth.
Toxic people often want long goodbye talks. They want emotional closure conversations. These moments give them another chance to pull you back into confusion. But calm distance closes the door without giving them that opportunity.
Walking away quietly sends a strong message. It says, my peace matters. My time matters. My energy matters. You do not need to announce this message. Your action already communicates it.
And this behavior protects your mental health. Constant arguments drain your focus. Constant emotional tension makes you tired. When you step away calmly, you create space to heal and think clearly again.
This does not make you cold. It makes you aware. You begin to understand that some environments are not meant to be fixed. Some relationships are meant to be released.
And when you practice this, life becomes lighter. You spend less time reacting and more time living.
Now, let's move forward with the fifth quiet behavior. You become comfortable being alone. This is a very important idea, especially in a world where many people fear silence and solitude.
Toxic people often depend on others emotionally. They need attention. They need reassurance. They need constant connection. Because of this, they try to keep people close using guilt, pressure, or fear.
When you are not comfortable being alone, you may accept disrespect just to avoid loneliness. You may stay in unhealthy situations because being alone feels scary. But when you learn to enjoy your own company, everything changes.
Being alone does not mean being lonely. Loneliness is feeling empty even when people are around. Solitude is feeling calm even when no one is with you. Solitude gives you space to think and grow.
When you are comfortable alone, you stop needing people to complete you. You choose relationships because you want them, not because you fear being alone. This removes toxic people's strongest tool, fear.
They can no longer control you by threatening distance. Silent treatment stops working. Emotional pressure loses its effect. You become emotionally stable.
Solitude helps you hear your own thoughts. You understand your values more clearly. You recognize what you truly want. This self-connection builds confidence naturally.
And when toxic people see that you are not afraid to stand alone, they lose leverage. You are with people by choice, not by need. That quiet independence changes how others treat you.
Strong people are not those who hold tightly to everyone. They are those who can stand firmly on their own and still connect from a place of balance.
And that balance creates healthier relationships, deeper respect, and a calmer life overall.
Let's move forward with the fifth quiet behavior. You stop seeking validation. This behavior is very important, but it takes time to understand. Validation means looking for approval from others to feel good about yourself. Toxic people often use this need as a way to control.
They may give praise when it helps them and remove praise when they want power. One day they support you, the next day they criticize you. Over time, this creates doubt inside you. You start questioning yourself instead of trusting yourself.
When you depend on approval, your emotions move up and down based on other people's reactions. This is exhausting. But when you stop chasing validation, you become emotionally independent. You begin to trust your own judgment.
For ESL learners, think of it like this. Feedback is information. It is not your identity. Someone can disagree with you without defining who you are. When you understand this difference, criticism feels lighter.
You still listen, you still learn, but you don't change who you are just to be liked. You don't reduce your dreams to fit into someone else's comfort zone. This creates inner confidence.
Toxic people feel uncomfortable around self-trusting individuals. They cannot control someone who doesn't need constant approval. Praise stops working as bait. Silence stops working as punishment.
When your self-worth comes from inside, it becomes stable. People may misunderstand you, they may disagree, but they cannot shake your foundation. You remain calm because your value doesn't depend on them.
This inner stability changes your choices. You walk away from disrespect sooner. You choose healthier connections. You stop explaining your worth.
Now, let's move to the sixth behavior. You observe more than you speak. This behavior is quiet but very powerful. Strong people often listen more than they talk.
Observation means paying attention to actions, tone, and patterns. Many people focus only on words, but behavior tells the real story. When you observe, you begin to understand people without exposing yourself.
Toxic people often reveal themselves without realizing it. Their reactions, contradictions, and emotional shifts give clues. They assume others are too busy talking or reacting to notice.
When you stay observant, you notice when words don't match actions. You sense when kindness is actually manipulation. This awareness protects you.
Observation does not mean reacting to everything. You do not need to point out every issue. Your power comes from seeing clearly and choosing wisely.
For English learners, this is helpful because listening carefully improves language skills too. You understand meaning, tone, and intention better.
When you observe first, you respond calmly later. Many problems disappear because you do not rush into them.
Toxic people fear observant individuals. They cannot confuse someone who sees patterns. Awareness removes their advantage.
Observance gives you clarity. Clarity gives you peace, and peace keeps you steady.
When you speak less and notice more, you gain control without force. That is quiet strength.
Let's continue with the next quiet behavior. You stay consistent with your boundaries. Boundaries are not loud. They are not aggressive. They are calm and clear limits that show how you expect to be treated. Many people think boundaries require long explanations, but real boundaries are shown through steady actions.
Toxic people often test limits. They start with small things, a disrespectful comment, ignoring your time, asking for more than they should. They watch your reaction carefully. If you respond emotionally or change your response each time, they take that as permission to continue.
Consistency is what makes boundaries strong. When you respond the same calm way every time, people learn quickly. You do not need to argue. You do not need to threaten. You simply show through your behavior what is acceptable and what is not.
For ESL learners, think of boundaries like rules you apply to yourself first. You decide what you allow. You decide when to step back. Saying no politely but firmly is a form of self-respect.
When you stay consistent, toxic people feel uneasy. Their usual tools stop working. Emotional pressure loses strength. Guilt does not move you. They realize you are not easily influenced.
This does not mean they stop immediately. Sometimes they push more at the beginning, but when they see that your response does not change, they slowly pull back. Consistency removes confusion.
Boundaries are also a form of self-care. You protect your time, your energy, and your mental health. You stop living in reaction mode. You begin to feel stable inside.
And stability changes everything. People treat you based on what you tolerate. When you tolerate less disrespect, you receive more respect.
Now, let's move to the final quiet behavior. You continue growing quietly. This is one of the most powerful habits because it does not seek attention. Quiet growth happens when you improve without announcing it.
You read, you learn, you reflect, you build skills, you strengthen your mindset, and you do this without needing approval or praise. Growth like this is protected because others cannot interfere easily.
Toxic people fear quiet growth. They fear change they cannot control. When they see you becoming calmer, wiser, and stronger without involving them, they feel irrelevant.
Quiet growth also keeps you focused. You are not distracted by opinions. You are not slowed down by criticism. Your progress becomes steady and personal.
For English learners, this is a powerful idea. Every small effort you make improves your confidence. Even when no one notices, you are changing inside.
And over time, results appear naturally. You do not need to explain your transformation. People notice through your actions, your calmness, and your choices.
Quiet growth allows you to outgrow environments that once limited you. You no longer fit into spaces that depend on drama or control.
While others chase attention, you build strength, and that steady improvement becomes your greatest advantage.
As we come to the close of today's episode, let's take a moment to bring everything together. These 8 quiet behaviors may seem simple, but together they create a powerful shift. They are not techniques to control people. They are habits that help you control your own responses, your energy, and your direction in life.
Yes, and that difference matters. When you change yourself, the environment around you changes naturally. You do not need to confront toxic people directly. You do not need to expose them or explain yourself. Your calm behavior already sends a clear message.
When you stop reacting emotionally, their words lose impact. When you speak less but with meaning, confusion replaces their certainty. When you walk away peacefully, their control disappears. Each behavior slowly removes their influence without conflict.
Being comfortable alone removes fear. Not seeking validation removes dependence. Observing more than speaking removes blindness. Consistent boundaries remove access, and quiet growth removes relevance. Step by step, you become less available for manipulation.
For English learners, notice how these ideas connect to language learning too. Calm thinking improves clear speaking. Observation improves understanding. Consistency builds confidence. Growth happens when you practice quietly, without pressure.
You do not need to change everything at once. Choose one behavior. Practice it slowly. Let it become natural. Real strength develops over time, not overnight.
At Speak English Daily, our goal is to help you grow in language and in life. Protecting your peace is part of learning to communicate well. When you respect yourself, others learn how to respect you too.
Stay patient with yourself. Stay calm in your actions and keep growing quietly. That steady inner strength will guide you forward, both in English and beyond.
Before we go, if this episode helped you think more clearly or feel more calm, take a moment to support the channel. Subscribe to Speak English Daily so you don't miss future episodes like this.
And if you want to improve your English while learning about real-life topics, come back and listen regularly. Consistent listening builds confidence.
You can also like this episode and share it with someone who may need a calm reminder to protect their peace.
Thanks for spending this time with us. Keep practicing, keep growing quietly, and we'll see you again on Speak English Daily.